control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild one. I toasted a good life. I toasted the lovers. I toast to you and I. I toasted a wild one. To you and I. To you and I. I'm on the edge. Feels like I've been walking on ice. Wanna let everything go and feel alright. When I hear the drums and the heartbeats, sweat drip down our bodies. Oh, I know we're living. Run it down, we gonna have a good time. 1,000 hands up to the sky. We gon' get toasted tonight. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild one. I toasted a good life. I toasted the lovers. I toast to you and I. I toasted a wild one. To you and I. To you and I. And I feel the party coming on. And I know you'll come along when you hear it in your ear, yeah. I know you're feeling the way we're moving. Nothing can stop it. We gon' let off the edge. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you
Millennials.
Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. This week has felt long at times, but ultimately very short.
It's what Cameron said on Southern Charm last night. The days are long, but the years are short.
It's true.
Like each day was difficult this week, but the week just really flew by. Yesterday I thought it was Tuesday. And then you
thought
told
so
me it was
too.
Wednesday.
And it was just such a lovely surprise.
I love being surprised in a positive way. Like I'm always like, oh, is it Friday? No, it's Tuesday.
No, it's Monday.
I never think it's earlier than it is. I always think it's later than it is. So yesterday was truly just a blessing.
It was. We recorded the Snatchler yesterday, the first of its kind.
I had a great time.
I had a great time. I felt as though it was so informative. We got everything off of our chest. Snatchler, how did you feel?
I thought it went great. I literally felt like the biggest weight lifted off my shoulders while it was done. Honestly, I don't think we stopped, I don't think we breathed for an hour. Like, we just didn't stop talking.
And people were like, you spoke about The Bachelor so much on the Toast yesterday. Like, what did you even leave for the Snatcher? It's like, we could have gone on for another hour. So there are endless amounts of content. Don't ever worry, you guys.
What's crazy is we spoke about it for an hour without taking a breath, and we actually forgot to mention Gigi and Tyler C.
Yeah, because we've literally beat that dead horse on this
We
show.
didn't even mention Hannah. Like,
No.
we just
She's
forgot.
not in Paradise. What's to say?
But we're talking, the Snatchler recaps all Bachelor-related news.
And we were number 2 on the iTunes store. We never made it to number 1, unfortunately. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. So head over to iTunes. We're also on Spotify now. Subscribe to the Snatchler. That's Snatchler with a C. A lot of people were upset that not with a C. There's a T in the Snatchler, and people are like, it should be Snacheleer.
The Snatchler.
Right. Then it would be French, and honestly, it would make me do this. Delicious.
Snatchler
Help,
sneesh.
it's the building next door.
Snatchler.
Snatcheleer.
What do you think? Are you pro T?
I'm pro T.
Me too.
Yeah, you
You're
gotta
putting
get
the
that
snatch.
snatch.
You're putting the snatch in Snatchler.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't even remember, did we do, yesterday on the episode, did we talk about the name?
No, we meant to, and I think
I don't
we forgot.
want to.
No, there's nothing
but
to talk about.
I don't feel the need to explain my choices.
No, but some people are like, do you know that snatch means vagina? Yes.
It's a triple
Mention it all.
It's a triple entendre.
Also, I know that yesterday I officially declared it to be winter because I was done showing my legs, but I just couldn't find anything to wear today except for this is like my safe outfit. So just ignore me. I'm going to be freezing outside today, seeing as how it's winter and I'm wearing a romper.
Exciting stuff. I feel like I'm preparing myself to have like a hot girl winter. Like I always grind in the summer and shine in the winter, which is just not what most people do, but
Jackie,
it works for me.
March to the beat of your own drum, girl.
I know, but it's like, God forbid I ever look like semi-decent in a
By the way,
bathing
you look
suit.
great. Like,
No, but not in a bathing suit.
by the way,
Yes, you do.
sorry you're not a model.
It's okay. We can't all be like you.
So true. The world's first comedic pop star and model.
She does it all.
She truly does. How was your evening, afternoon? Did you watch Southern Charm?
I watched Southern Charm. My evening was nice. I went to dinner with my friends.
Lovely. Where'd you eat?
Mirandy, because
Oh,
that's where
swanky.
Dana once ran into Andy Cohen.
I was
So I
gonna
was
say,
like, sure,
Andy
I'll take a
Cohen-
45-minute car to the West Village.
And
sure.
you didn't see him.
Of course not.
He always eats there. He talks about it in his book. It's like his favorite restaurant. I think he lives near there.
I actually was not impressed.
I've never been. But you want to know why? I have PTSD from it because the restaurant's called Morandi. And when I was in 8th grade, our music teacher... Mora Randy. Mora in Hebrew means teacher, so her name was Mora, and then her first name was Randy. And she didn't give me a solo in the 8th grade Zimrion. Like, I truly never forgot it. So, I can't go there.
I understand. Actually, when I pulled up, I was like, Mora Randy. And she was never my Mora, so it was funny.
That's funny. No, but she was so famous in our house for not giving me a solo.
Yeah, I actually did, like, the biggest thing ever, and I ordered eggplant parm because I got it confused with eggplant rollatini. I thought it was going to be
Isn't it more or less the same thing?
No, it was like heavily breaded.
Oh.
It was like probably the most fattening thing I could have possibly ordered.
No, the most fattening thing would have been chicken parm.
I guess.
Actually, not even. Would be pasta.
But I think we all now have started intermittent fasting, so that's why I like felt comfortable
selectively
ordering a big meal.
Because you need to be able to get through until noon.
I'm going till 1. I'm 1 to 9.
I'm intermittent fasting if when we walk outside of this show and there's no ice cream truck. Like every other day, like you never know if the ice cream truck is going to be there. There usually is. So if it's there, I'm not fasting. But if it's not, it's God telling me to stop eating.
Okay, I understand.
But that's how a lot of people attribute their weight loss to, is intermittent fasting.
Well, now I only started doing it because like you guys just said on Monday you were going to do it.
So I didn't say it, Margot said it.
So I was like, okay, I'll do it too. And then actually today I was looking it up to see the pros and cons and like the benefits. And I realized that I think I've been intermittent fasting like my entire life.
It's not like that crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Because we don't really eat breakfast.
I never eat before the toast. So now I'll just have like an extra hour where I don't eat. The only thing that might be helpful is like when I cut myself off at 9, I guess sometimes I would have a late night snack.
While watching Southern Charm.
Which we will be recapping.
Yes, I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay, can you save them?
Because I also caught up on the last 2 episodes before that.
Can you hold on to your thoughts?
And also we just hung out with the entire cast and it's like, this is where I feel torn.
Because life is imitating art and you're having a Teddy Mellencamp syndrome.
What's that?
Where you hate someone on TV but you love them in real life.
Yes. Okay.
TMS. It plagues us all, you guys.
It truly, I'm plagued.
I'm plagued. Honestly,
consider me plagued.
I'm also plagued with it for Blake Hortzman. I have TMS.
Right, Balakale.
Yeah.
Right. TMS, what does it stand for again?
Teddy Mellencamp syndrome.
It's so real.
It's so real. Anyways, I feel as though maybe it could be time. I don't know.
I feel like it's time.
We can always dip in and out of our personal lives.
You know what's so funny? Do you ever save people's names in your phone? Like you maybe know like part of their first name and then you like make their last name the place where you met them?
Yeah, of course.
So I just got a text message from someone whose name I like totally saved weirdly. And I really don't know who it is.
Maybe this isn't the time to.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to figure it out.
We're in the middle of something.
Yo,
just a thought.
We're doing a live show. It's
30
Morning
Rock
Toast Live.
show. It's 30 Rock Live. I've actually recently restarted 30 Rock for like the 1800th time.
It's such a blessing. I learned an interesting story in Howard Stern's book in his interview with Tina Fey.
Read this book.
You've got to read this book, or I could just keep telling you the interesting factoids. I do.
Can I take it for my weekend away?
Yeah, it's huge and it's so heavy. So
I'm not flying. So
okay. Well, in his interview with Tina Fey, he was asking like, do people always come up to you at your kid's school, like you're Tina Fey, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah. She was like, actually, the way that I got the idea for 30 Rock is like some kid had a script taped to him. I guess his parent taped it to the kid at her kid's school, and he ran up to her to give her the script, and that it was the idea for 30 Rock.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That person's rich now.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were rich if they're going to Tina Fey's kid's school.
That's so true.
You know?
But it's like, you'd think at Tina Fey's school there's some discretion. Like, you can't just be, like, thirsting at the PTA.
No, but if you're going to be thirsting at the PTA, it's cool to do it in a creative way.
No, of course, and one in which... I appreciate Tina Fey for actually reading it. I would have thrown it directly in the trash.
What if one of the dogs at the dog park ran up to you with your next hit song?
Done.
So, I thought that was
But it's
cool.
like, I bet Tina Fey gets so many, like, scripts in her email.
Yeah.
That, like, she wouldn't give the one from her kid's school even the time of day, but she did.
No, but it came in a different way. I feel like that's always what happens to us. You get so much in your email that it all starts to look the same, but when someone approaches you in a new and unique way...
Makes you remember.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I feel as though, you let me know, I feel as though it's time to deliver the Fast 5 stories that you need. Is it?
I feel as though it is. It is time to deliver the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Now it is time, and I don't want to sidetrack us too much because, as you know, the show is also called The Morning Tangent. But I would be, like, literally so upset. Like,
I know.
I would actually, like, cry.
I know.
If I didn't let everyone know, all of our listeners know.
Take your time.
that today's episode is brought to you by Function of Beauty, one of our newer brands, one that I'm truly loving as someone who's actually started to age, and I only know that I'm getting old because my hair is like stopping growing and stopping shining. But that has stopped.
I love Function of Beauty.
Because we all know the frustration. Bottles and bottles piling up in your bathroom, each one falsely promoting a miracle solution that only kind of work. But what if there was just one shampoo that could truly do it all? We don't all have the same hair, so why should we all use the same shampoo conditioner? Great question. Function of Beauty brings you shampoos and conditioners that are customized and individually filled just for you. Of course, you go online and take a quiz because it's nice to be seen and it's especially nice to be heard, and Function of Beauty totally understands that. Most drugstore brands only address a single concern, either volumize or strengthen, but with Function of Beauty, you can choose up to 5 hair goals to add to your formulation. Function of Beauty individually formulates every bottle based on your hair type, your hair goals, and your preferences. So I chose no fragrance because I find that fragrance is up in my nose all day and I don't enjoy it.
I love the fragrance.
So, see? You could select your color and fragrance, or you can opt for a dye-free and a fragrance-free. The products are personalized with your name on it, which is super cute and lets Ben know, hey, I paid extra for this, so get the fuck out.
Scram.
Function of Beauty never uses sulfates, parabens, phthalates.
Things you can't pronounce.
Yeah, which is exactly why they shouldn't be in your hair.
Okay.
They have over 20,000 5-star customer reviews and counting. I really enjoy it. It feels cool to have something with my name on it. Also, I've stopped using drugstore brands for my hair 2 years ago, and this has probably been the best solution just for the shine. I feel like my hair is dull now. I was even thinking about getting a gloss, but I do feel as though my shine has returned.
It has.
You can receive 20% off your first order of Function of Beauty. To redeem, head to functionofbeauty.com/toast. Take the hair profile quiz. Go to functionofbeauty.com/toast, TOAST, to get 20% off your custom formula. And also, the shampoo and conditioner sizes are enormous, which is when I get a small shampoo bottle, I'm like, who do you think this is for? A baby? I have a ton of hair.
And
I put 2 handfuls worth of shampoo in my hair every night. I need big jugs. I got big jugs and I need big jugs.
I hear you, man. Love it. Okay.
And that's the tea.
First story, ladies.
Can I
Your
guess
ship
it?
is coming in. Taylor Swift on the cover, Vogue September issue, as called by your girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, someone was the toast called it, and I love to take credit for things, but I remember thinking, I don't actually remember saying that.
I said it. We were talking about the September issue because I believe Meghan Markle was writing something for British Vogue September issue. So I was like, who do you think is going to be on American? And then I realized Taylor Swift because she's in press mode and she
has a long relationship with Vogue. Remember when her and Carly were on the cover? That was such a crazy time.
Yeah, she sits on the board of the Met Gala.
Oh yeah.
She's in it to win it. So this is a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer, but I have to say I'm a little disappointed because when the cover star is usually on, they'll do the 73 questions, but Taylor has already done it. So she did this video where she had to ask Anna 8 questions. I'm like, I don't give a shit about what Anna's favorite character from Cats is. You know what I mean? I need 8 questions asked to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Agreed. Also, Taylor Swift has been doing a lot of interviewing these days. And
that's
her
thing.
She's coming for our jobs.
She's coming for her jobs, but it's so smart because then she gets to do press but doesn't have to answer any questions when someone's like, who's this song about,
I guess.
It's actually genius.
Who is this song about?
Oh my God, Ben made me watch Bill de Blasio doing an interview last night because it's his first presidential
interview,
and he was trying to be I guess it was actually kind of a smart politician move because he's super far left, and he went on Fox News, and it was literally the dumbest interview. He was being asked questions, and he was just asking the question right back. It was actually a genius move because he didn't have to answer anything. He's like, well, what do you think? Should Americans have guns in their house? He was just literally taking the question and asking it back to the interviewer. It's no, that's your job to answer.
So overall, do you think it went well?
I do actually. No, it didn't go well because he didn't answer anything. But I had a lot of respect for him for going on a program where they probably didn't want him and they never would have agreed on anything. And that's bipartisanship at its finest, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, going into the Lion's Den.
Yeah,
it's on Howard Stern's book.
Oh my God.
No, but it was actually really interesting. He was dying to get Hillary Clinton on his show, and he was had this whole plan of questions he was going to ask her, and really humanize her, whatever. He wrote this whole op-ed in the Washington Post, Hillary Clinton, please come on my show.
Did he like Hillary?
He's not political. He doesn't. He really just likes to get to know people, and he's had Trump on his show since the '90s. So he really wanted Hillary on, and she never wound up coming on. And he went through all of the. He was I heard she likes gardening. I bought this whole gardening basket for her. He never wound up sending it to her, and she never wound up coming on. But I just thought it was really interesting.
That is interesting.
But so she didn't pull. So I have more respect for
I didn't
de Blasio.
know that he didn't do politics. I thought that he did.
I do
No,
too.
he does not, because he says his views always change, and that's the worst thing. When host or a personality, like you have to have like clear.
You have to stick to.
You have to stick to what you say, and you have to have like clear opinions on everything, whether you're right or wrong. Like you just have to like take it home, which is sometimes what we struggle with here.
Yeah, like being wishy-washy.
Yeah, but you know what? Like it's
whatever. But times change, and your opinions do change.
Yeah, but like when something happens on The Bachelor, and then we're firmly in the middle.
Oh, of course. But The Bachelor's like thankfully a little less serious in politics.
Oh, for sure. But I think it's the same premise. Yeah, and the middle's the place to be, you guys.
The middle is the place to be.
So, yeah.
That's what we spoke about on The Snatcher.
Yeah. She's on the cover of Vogue, looking great.
Looking like very David Bowie-esque. She was giving me like Queen vibes. Also, did you see Queen did a concert at Madison Square Garden last night? Like, they're a great band, but like, how dare they go on tour without Freddie Mercury?
They've been doing it for years.
And like, who would pay for that? Like, I know they're great.
A lot of
like
people.
30,000 people at Madison Square Garden,
Yeah.
but like, and they had like videos of Freddie Mercury, but it's like going Maroon 5 without Adam Levine, you know? On a smaller scale.
But in the past, what they've done is they have this one person who can imitate Freddie Mercury's voice like to a T, and he sung for Freddie Mercury, and that person actually collabed on the movie soundtrack. Right. They spliced him in. Also, Adam Lambert has subbed in as Freddie Mercury.
Love it.
So they get creative with it, and they should all be out of work. Like, they're still a great band. They have so many hit songs. Like, I would love to jam out to Queen at Madison Square Garden.
And I love Adam Lambert.
I would go, like, honestly, if someone was like, we're seeing a Queen cover band, like, want to come, I'd be like, okay.
By the way, me too, because you would pay $10 to see a cover band.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but I would like, I'm sure it was going to
I actually love Adam Lambert, and I appreciate the fact that he has like really stuck around in recent years, and like he's always gotten creative. Like American Idol didn't do for him what it did for other people, and like he just stuck around, like stuck to who he was, like doing, like he loves Broadway, he loves show tunes, like, and he's really just like come out on top. Like he went on Glee, a genius PR move. Speaking of Glee, on next Wednesday, right, we have Kevin McHale and Jenna Ushkowitz promoting their new podcast, which is like it's like a best friend podcast. I guess that's like why they wanted to come on our show. Which like the Gleek in me is totally dying. Also on Monday we have Tamra Judge, who's never been on our show before.
We've never had a Real Housewives of Orange County.
I am like, and of all the ones, like I am a Tamra stan like since day one, and you used to yell at me about it. Like I firmly believe she's a professional housewife, and I'm super excited to talk to her.
Oh, that's really exciting.
I know. I can't. By the way, I never realized we've never had an Orange County.
Yeah, they don't
come to New York a lot.
Oh, what happened was in the past, someone said they don't really do podcasts anymore because they were all just like going off book.
And that's what they were talking about, like at every reunion.
Yeah, so, but I guess they're back to it now.
So next week is going to be a premium ass week.
Yeah, notably in Taylor Swift's September issue, they asked her about the masters of it all.
I haven't read. I really wanted to read the
whole
article.
thing this morning.
I didn't want to read it on my phone. Like I wanted to really enjoy it because like we get so little from her.
Agreed, but this was like the headline that's now like being pulled. And she appears to admit that she didn't attempt to buy them back because she said it was either investing in my past or my and other artists' future, and I chose the future.
Great.
So
good answer.
Wait, how does that mean that she didn't?
That she didn't
Asked to buy
attempt
them
to
back.
invest in her past, like she chose the future.
Wait, like she was given the option, but she's admitting that she turned it down, like that deal where they wanted her.
That it was her choice.
Well, we already knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew, sort of. And then she talks about like the Kim and Kanye stuff.
Ooh, what is she? Okay, you know what? I want to read it and enjoy it. I realize that it's my job to recap, but I just like we never get.
It came out too early this morning. Like I haven't had a chance to like.
Open my
I can't believe you
eyes.
even watched a video.
It was like 4 minutes, and it was truly so boring, and it was just like, if you had a dog, what would you name it? And it's like Anna Wintour has like 1 million dogs that she names after characters from To Kill a Mockingbird, so it would be another character name. It was literally so boring. Like
That is so boring.
That is
Just
just like
gotten a little bit more.
imagine
creative.
Jackie. Imagine being the editor of a magazine and having like the biggest talent in the world and finding a way to make a piece of content about you. That's honestly like that's like selfish levels that only I can attain.
I know. Maybe you have more in common with Anna Wintour than
I
you
thought. Yeah. Should I cut my hair? Oh my god, I would rather die.
Okay.
Like no shade, but I do happen to think like that is like the ugliest hairstyle ever.
Oh, I think
and
it's-
one in which only one person in the world could pull off.
Olivia Culpo.
No, Anna Wintour because she's so scary.
I think it's cool. I like it for her. I don't know that I would never cut my hair like that right now, but like for her, I like how she looks.
But Olivia Culpo's and like people who are copying Olivia Culpo's, it's a little longer.
Yeah, and she doesn't have blunt bangs.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next story is deeply disturbing. I almost didn't want to talk about it, but you insisted. LAPD is investigating a YouTuber who appeared to abuse her dog in a video. Okay, this YouTuber who...
And by the way, we have a rule here where we don't like to talk about people like who aren't famous because like, why are we even doing that? And this girl is an absolute nobody. She has like 6,000 Instagram followers and her YouTube is not prominent, but
she considers herself a YouTube star to the point where she, had to make a video of her playing with her dog.
There's like a trend going around now. It's like you put saran wrap on your doorway so your dog doesn't see it. And like you chase the dog and like you jump over it and like the dog is confused because like he can't get around the saran wrap. It is incredibly stupid, and she was trying to do that. And I guess like she had like a ton of footage, and some of it included her abusing her dog, and she accidentally included like 3 scenes where, so obviously she's a YouTuber, but she's a terrible one. Like she doesn't watch her video before it goes up.
Right.
And she literally kicks the dog, slams the dog down on the floor, spits on the dog, and screams at him. And she released
It's so upsetting.
I watched it twice, and it was all I could think about last night. It was so upsetting. And then she released a statement being like, I'm not an abuser, blah, blah, blah. Dobermans are super hard to train and very expensive. So it's like, okay, you can't handle the expenses of a Doberman. Like, it's better off at Vanderpump Dogs. Like, leave it in a shelter because you are the worst person in the world. And it's like, if you know Doberman's, like, he's 75 pounds, like, he came and attacked me, so, like, I had to shove him down. I'm like, so you also had to spit on him?
Right, like, he learns nothing from
Your spit.
from a drop of water.
Yeah, he
like,
thinks it's water.
I truly can't. She does have more than 330,000 subscribers. So
On
I guess,
YouTube?
Yeah, I guess that's why she's even spoken of, but, like...
I really hope her YouTube count is going down.
I hope her YouTube account is going down, and I hope the LAPD are investigating. Like, there's no explaining away.
They are investigating.
And I hope, justice is served. There's no explaining her behavior. Like, I understand dogs need to be trained, he jumps up, but, like, he was jumping up in, like, a loving way. If you can't handle, like, a loving jump from your dog, don't have a dog, and don't have a big dog.
Totally.
He wasn't attacking her. He was like, hey, Ma.
Yeah.
And she was like,
hey, Ma. Also, like,
if you can't handle hey, Ma, don't be a Ma.
I do understand, like, I have seen trainers who, they don't hit, but they pat the nose of a dog. Okay, like, not
that is not what we're talking about.
No, not everyone's favorite technique, but is effective. Like, slamming, like, I can't believe she must have broken the dog's bone, like, slamming it down so hard multiple times. And I know, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is, like, I feel like YouTubers and, like, internet people who, like, go through, like, scandals, like, they get talked about so much for far less. And it's like, people are talking about this, but not on the scale that they should be, because, like, I know she's not that known, but, like, this is evil.
It's because she's not that known, and it's like, honestly, by talking about her, we're making her more famous, and, like, that's the last thing she deserves.
Right.
So that's why I didn't want to talk about it. But
her statement was just such bullshit. She's like, I'm not an abuser, even though there's full proof of me being an abuser. And, Dobermans are, like, super hard and expensive to train, so, like, we're working on getting a trainer. It's like, you should never have gotten a dog if you can't handle the responsibility.
So how long has she even had this dog?
I don't know.
Also,
the dogs are expensive. Like, they require a lot. And if you can't supplement that, no shade, just don't do it.
No, you just have to have a kind heart, and, like, you'll be able to figure it out. Also,
thank you, Jackie Hart. Like, the premise of someone pranking their dog is so fucked up, too.
So fucked up, too. But, like, watching her being an actress on the video, like, come here, doggy. Yeah. Like, it's like, we see how, like, you don't like your dog, and, like, I thought you were a YouTuber. Now you're an actress? Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, by the way,
it was like
1,000%.
It was Jekyll and Hyde. And that's what, like, it was so eerie to watch. It's like, the fuck are you doing?
No, and it's like, you really don't know anyone. Like, you follow people on YouTube, like, they Snapchat their whole lives. Like, you don't know that they secretly beat their dogs.
No, and, like, the premise of YouTube is, like, real people in their real lives, like, being relatable. And it's like, we didn't come here to watch you act. Like, I'll put on a film, thank you.
Yeah,
if I want to see a great actress.
That is such a great call. The duplicitousness. She is so two-faced.
She was so fucking two-faced. Like, literally.
I may not be two people. No, fuck. I may be two people, but I'm not two-faced.
Yeah, she's fucking both.
She's a nut job. Like, I want her name to be smeared. I can't explain it. Like, if you hurt an animal, like, you should never be able to get a job, to have any friends, or be happy.
Yeah, let alone, like, have a modicum of YouTube fame, and which can be quite lucrative.
Yes. And but she can't afford a trainer.
Right.
I just want to put it out there, like, I am open and down to foster this dog. Like, if they take him away, like, give him to me. I don't love Dobermans, but, like, I'll figure it out.
Theo would love him.
Theo and him, oh my God. Match made in heaven. Jackie, Theo and him, bellissima.
They would be snatching lords. Anyways, I'm really glad that we also haven't said her name, thereby not making her more famous.
Good call. And honestly, don't watch the video. It's so upsetting.
Don't watch the video. It's deeply upsetting. Agreed.
But I follow Pop Crave and they just like posted it, and you know me, I love a good clickbait.
Yeah, and then you sent it to us. And
Did I?
Like, yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It's so I was going to show
can't.
it to Ben, but he literally, like, when it comes to animals, he couldn't handle it. Like, he was on the Dodo page last night making me watch this video of these guys who saved a deer who was like in a frozen lake and brought them back to his house and then like set him free. And Ben was actually crying, like tears of joy. So I just couldn't show it to him. I didn't have the heart to ruin his day and his life.
I understand. I can't even look at this bitch. Are you
No, I
ready?
know. Like, she's a pretty girl, but she's so ugly.
She's
Do you know
the
what I mean?
ugliest girl I've ever
Like
seen
on
in my
the
life.
inside. You know when someone's inside ugliness literally radiates out?
Yeah.
Bitch. I hate this girl so much.
Okay, shifting gears. I can't talk about her anymore.
She better hope she never runs into me.
Emmys won't have a host this year, just like the Oscars. The news was announced by Fox CEO Charlie Collier on Wednesday at the TCA press tour in Beverly Hills. The move follows the Oscars going hostless last February after planned host Kevin Hart dropped out amid controversy. Oscars ratings actually improved without a host by roughly 12% and received a fair degree of critical acclaim. One critic asked Collier if the Academy Awards ratings uptick inspired Fox to dump the Emmys host too. Quote, obviously that was a piece of information and it did do very well, but I think it's a pretty unique year for some of America's favorite shows and it was the right thing to do.
It's like sad that, you know, hosting has gone the way of brick and mortar.
Yeah, like this is bad news for us.
No, it's like with each award show, with each host, help me with my analogy again.
Okay.
With
Team,
each
this is a group
hostless
effort.
award show, a hostess turns over in their grave.
Yeah.
How's that?
I hear what you're trying
It's
to
a
say.
little morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little morbid.
Whatever. This is sad. Like, the hosting industry is already so competitive. Now they're making less and less opportunities for hosts to shine, and devastating. But whatever. As a viewer, I'm looking forward to like not having to like sit through those painful monologues.
Yeah, it did get a little cringy at times, and it was like a thankless job. You barely get paid. Everybody
So
hates
much work.
you. Like crickets in the audience.
Of all the hosts who have come and gone of like Emmys, Oscars, who do you think did the best job?
Can I give like a top 3?
Sure.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Tony's.
What did he host? Tony's. Okay. I'm
No,
talking-
and I'm
and
pretty sure he hosted the Oscars,
He
and
also
he came
hosted
out
the
like and he
Oscars.
did like a whole song and dance, and it was great.
Okay.
Seth MacFarlane.
He loves to do a song and dance.
Yeah, and
Hugh
so does
Jackman.
Seth MacFarlane.
By the way, that was going to be my answer.
And James Corden.
Corden.
Oh, but Kelly Clarkson at the Billboard Music Awards.
I'm talking about like top tier, like
Okay,
Hollywood.
James Corden.
Yeah. Okay, good. I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, those are like safe bets, I feel.
When do you feel as though Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood are going to retire from their job of CMA hosts?
Never.
Never until they're asked, like until they fade into
And it seems like the
irrelevancy.
next tier is like Kelsey Ballerini, Thomas Rhett, because they host CMA Fest, and like
Yeah.
they'll be the next host, I think.
Yeah,
That'll be interesting.
that works for me.
Me too.
I kind of like that they have the same thing every year.
Me too. It's nice. Like some people, like they take a risk on and they suck.
Yeah, or like maybe it takes you more than a year to get into your groove.
It's
like,
hard, yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I just think like I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think I would be a great host for like for the Tonys. Like I sing, I dance, I host.
Yeah, I think we could.
I feel like Ben Platt's
smash it
gonna be
out.
asked
I
to
model.
host the Tonys.
I would love Ben Platt. Honestly, they should have like Leah Michelle host, even though she's like not on Broadway now. She
James
was.
Corden did a great job this year.
James Corden does a great job in everything that he does.
James Corden is so multi-talented. He's a host. He's a singer. He's truly a comedian. Like he really does it all. He's now in Cats. He's an actor. He really is a multi-talent, and he's like the type of person who like was destined to become famous. Like I bet when he was like growing up, all of his parents' friends like, you're gonna be famous.
Yeah, but
While
all
he
of
was, like, tap
all
dancing
of
for them
his
in the
friends
living
were
room.
like, "Get away, nerd."
No, of course he had no friends. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of hosting news, E! News is moving from LA to New York to become a morning show. Sounds familiar.
Crickets.
The changes are due for 2020 as the cabler expands its news footprint with additional daily and weekly programs. E's flagship news program is getting a new home in more ways than one. E! News, which has aired at 7 p.m. Eastern Pacific Time from Los Angeles for most of its life, will transition to a morning show in 2020. It also will switch coasts and originate from NBC's 30 Rock studios in New York. The changes to the show are part of a larger revamp of the cabler's entertainment news programming, which includes several new shows set to debut in 2020 and an expansion of the late-night show Nightly Pop to 4 nights a week. Congratulations, Morgan Stewart. So deserved.
Agreed.
The move of the flagship show to mornings is designed to give pop culture fans a dose of news at the start of the day and offer insight on unfolding stories after the morning toast has already talked about it so we can copy their opinions. Quote, the E! News footprint is unparalleled and our growth continues with this investment in more edgy, comedic, personality-driven linear programming.
Oh my God! Say that again.
Actually is paralleled.
Yeah.
It's not
Edgy,
unparalleled.
comedic.
Personality-driven.
Oh, wow, this is so
Linear.
crazy. I mean, I'm
Hold
trying.
on.
Okay,
Did someone say linear?
I'm going to speak on this from the two sides of my brain. One is just someone, who works in the industry. I think this is really smart. Like, E-News definitely needs some morning programming. Like, they're a little scattered right now how there's, like, E-News at night, but Daily Pop is such a great show, and, like, they're really trying to expand on that. So I think having a New York-based slate of morning programs is so good. I don't know how it's going to work because pop culture fans have jobs, and they're not streaming live on Facebook or anything. Daily Pop does, but if it's all on cable, I don't really foresee how the viewership is going to work. But I think this is a great idea. I do hope that they expand, into some pre-existing shows. Like, honestly, as much as we hate on E-News, like this slate of programming was made for us.
Made for us. And I don't hate on E-News. That's like the dream job. I think that's like every person who's a host's dream job.
Whenever you say that, I always think of this first day in one of my classes at NYU where everyone was like, who's your role model? Like, that their dream job is like what you want. And like literally every single girl. I just really love Juliana Rancic. Like, I'm really inspired by her. Like, she's so great. Like, she has the best job. Like, red carpet. It was like literally the least creative answer, and everyone said it.
That's so
But
embarrassing.
it is true.
It is true, but it's also because E-News is really the only program of its kind.
Right. It's the only news program that's not newsy.
Yeah, the pop culture news program that's taken seriously as a news program. Like, Bravo doesn't have that. Any other competing
it even
network
looks like a real TV like a news studio with the screens and the correspondence.
I guess like Access Hollywood and Extra would be similar, but for some reason they just haven't like resonated as
much with our generation.
Yeah, and also because I think they're always swapping out hosts and it's all different, but like Juliana Rancic has been on E-News.
Jason.
Forever.
Yeah.
So I think this is cool. Obviously, I'm a big fan of morning shows. Maybe someone at E-News finally just watched Morning Glory and was inspired.
Right, that is usually what happens.
That's usually what happens.
Such a great film.
I mean, we're morning show hosts who support other morning show hosts.
That's exactly right, sister. And even if they don't pick up the toast, which I'm just saying, they 100% should. We are here to support our fellow hosts.
Yeah. Also, they're announcing other shows, like another morning show called Pop of the Morning, which will be a panel show dissecting buzzworthy entertainment stories.
But it also just said, like, at the same time, there's not like that much pop culture news that you need back to back 8 to 12 programming.
Yeah, so now they're going to have 4 morning shows.
And they're going to be repeating the same news every day, but I guess it's just like a difference of opinions.
Maybe, but it's like, it's not that deep.
Right, like how are you going to differentiate it, like from each show?
Every once in a while, we get like a James Charles Tati and a college admission scandal that we can talk about until we're blue in the face.
Yeah.
But most days, it's like Taylor Swift on the cover of Vogue.
No, today it's like a very slow news day. Like we're 30 minutes in and we're on the 4th story already, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just the way the news team works.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Wow, is that from Morning Glory?
No, that's
Bruce
from
Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Also a great film.
About a host.
Snitch, would you go tell those hooligans outside
Will
we're
you
filming a
just
live
tell
show?
those children.
You're the snatcher, Margot. Be empowered.
It's just
And tell
like,
me
Leave
stop.
your mic on.
Stop with
Do
the
it.
high-pitched screaming. No,
who
don't.
wants to scream it?
In the morning. Thank you, Margot.
I don't know, counts.
You know, it's like, this is the thing. It's a metaphor. Like, nobody respects us.
No, like as we're talking
Do they
about.
see the big on-air sign outside?
No, they don't.
They don't. Thank you, Margot. Well, again, just a great day for hosting. That means morning shows are being taken seriously, and that's really one, as a morning show host, that's all you can ask for.
And entertainment morning shows are being taken seriously. And
you know what?
I think we might be pioneers.
Right. Do you think that they, like, took a look at our, like, situation, see that it's working? We were, like, a proof of concept. Do you think we were a conversation in this at all, or are we, like, so conceited that we think everything's about us?
Okay, here's the thing. It's
Did
either
you take care of it, Margot?
Yeah, they were a little offended.
So?
What'd you say?
I was just okay, can you guys keep it down? We're live in there.
Perfect.
I wasn't a bitch.
This is a place of business.
But their eyes rose, you know?
Oh, please.
Yeah, whatever. So here's the thing. It's either has nothing to do with us or it's completely about us.
Jackie, I know. And it's hard for me to ever see a situation not being about myself. But this one really is making it extra hard.
Because I just feel as though, you know, we are out here doing this for like
2 years.
2 years now, and someone somewhere has realized that there is an interest for pop culture in the morning.
Right, like I would say arbitrarily, like we are a success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So?
And I know for a fact that lots of people at the E-News office in LA do watch The Toast regularly.
Especially when we talk about them. Hey guys, we
Hey,
love
can
your...
you talk to your boss about us?
Yeah, I love what you're doing.
Yeah. But other than that, like, but taking myself out of the equation, I think this is a good move for E and very smart. They have really been like behind as a network in terms of evolving. Like Bravo rebranded, like Bravo really like knows who they are as a network, and like E is constantly just like making and canceling shows. Like they really can't get their shit together. But I feel like in the last year with even Busy Tonight, it wasn't success, but like Pop Nightly Pop, Lady Gang, Busy Tonight, like they're really going more towards like female-centric, like hosted shows, not like scripted. Like scripted is kind of like passe, and Bravo, nobody does it better than Bravo.
I do agree.
They're no longer competing in the same space as Bravo.
Yes.
Like they were trying with like all their reality shows. It's not them. This slate of programming definitely seems more newsy and more their vibe.
Also, like for a morning show, you have to be in New York, or else you have to wake up so early in LA. Like even Daily Pop is on at noon in New York, and they have to get there at like 5 a.m.
When I was on Daily Pop, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I'm like, I watched Daily Pop in New York after the toast. Like, why am I up?
Yeah, like if they moved here, they would be living the dream, just
It has
live
to
at
be.
noon.
Yeah, it's more expensive, but 30 Rock Studios is swanky, prestigious as hell.
But
imagine just like rolling in every day to 30 Rock for your job.
Daily Pop is going to stay there, but if they want anything earlier, like they'd be working at 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah, but they do need a show based in LA. It's like a pop culture show. Everything happens in LA.
Exactly. Agreed.
I'm excited to see how this unfolds.
Me too. Fifth and final story, as the Beyond Meat influencers that we are, Subway is testing out a meatless sub. Here's why.
There's another story that you told me about.
Oh, the
kid with the lung.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Hold on.
I think we should do that one instead.
Okay, but I do want to talk about Subway having, because really now almost every major food chain.
Oh wait, what was the story?
Subway is having like an Impossible Meat Beyond Meat sub.
A cold cut?
The sandwich
Because
chain
it's
will
not gonna be a
start
burger.
selling the product made with Beyond Meat's plant-based protein at 685 restaurants in the U.S. and Canada next
Wow.
month. The Beyond Meatball Marinara sub. That sounds fucking delicious.
Oh, you have to try it.
Yeah, and
guys
you
have
can
to
eat that
try
too.
it.
Do you think this is going to affect the brand smell?
The brand what?
Smell?
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, it's like I can only get it delivered because I can't walk in there.
No, totally. But I can walk in there because it's worth braving that awful smell for a fountain soda. They have the best fountain
I was
soda.
in there the other day.
Also, toasters around the world, when we had the conversation about the Subway smell, the restaurant, not the train, they were shook because
There's no controversy there.
they overwhelmingly love it. And we were on here saying like our sister Olivia's a freak because she loves it, but I think the world, like the universal decision is that the world loves the smell.
I think we're split. There's
I don't think so.
two types of people in this world: people who love the smell and people who hate the smell.
Now, if we had a live show on E right now, we could utilize a poll and say, head to wwhl.tv. Do you love or hate the smell of Subway? Let's just make this episode a pitch.
Yeah, and then we would find out, and then it's like
And like we wouldn't be just sitting here like asking questions into a void. You know what I mean?
right. Okay, so that's exciting. I just wanted to let everyone know.
You know what I'm going to do, just because I really do want to know the answer, I'm just going to do a poll on the Morning Toast Instagram. Do you love or hate the smell of Subway restaurants?
So, it's 50-50 in the comments.
Well, we're going to put it to a poll.
Liz Height, I've always thought that it smelled like ass.
Yeah. Do you love or hate the smell of Subway restaurants? I feel like I have to say restaurants because everyone hates the smell of the Subway train.
Right, it's confusing. They too need a rebrand. Oh, they are rebranding.
The Subway train?
No, Subway.
Oh, I think it already began.
Yeah, okay. Now for our actual fifth and final story that I
Love-
thought was pertinent to this show.
At the end of the show, let's
We'll go to the poll.
yeah.
Daily Mail reports, Juul pods almost killed me. An 18-year-old college student's lung collapsed after vaping for a year.
Damn.
Chance Amarita, a rising freshman at Florida International University in Miami, was at death's door last week as a result of the device he thought was safe. On average, Chance vaped about 1 Juul pod every 2 days. That's a lot, by the way.
That is a lot.
Roughly the equivalent of 10 cigarettes worth of nicotine a day. The FDA does not cap nicotine content for cigarettes or vapes. Contents of other chemicals vary from product to product, and everyone's tolerances vary for nicotine are different, so it's not clear how much is too much. It also has recently announced plans to add more substances to its list of toxins e-cig and cigarette makers must disclose, as well as to regulate nicotine content.
Why?
Okay, so this kid Chance, like he posted pictures of his lung that are just...
Can I say?
He was like bowling with his girlfriend. He was having major chest pains. He thought he was having a heart attack. And he went to the hospital and like a team of 7 surgeons had to operate on him. His lung had collapsed from juuling so viciously for a year.
OMG.
Which is like really scary.
No, scary as fuck.
Yeah, because also I feel as though Juuls have only been around for so long, so it's hard to know what the long-term effects are.
Right.
And yes, they make the argument that they are safer than cigarettes because they don't have those carcinogens that result as from the tobacco in cigarettes, but it's still not good.
Right, clearly.
But no one could say what could happen.
Because there was no actual proof.
Yeah, so this is just, and I'm sure now as time goes by, we'll be hearing of more cases of Juul-related injuries and diseases. And if you look at the pictures of his lung, they had like black dots on them, which it's not good.
No bueno. I hope he's feeling better. I hope he quits the Juul and maybe might inspire some others to do so.
Yeah. So it's not without its risks.
Terrible. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Ruining a perfectly good bowling date.
It sounds like he is okay, but it was not a good situation for him.
Very sad. Such a bright future, first-year college student.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Sad.
I hope he takes this seriously. I hate people who have like really scary like
he
medical
had a
emergencies.
hole in his lung. Damn.
I hate when people have really scary medical emergencies and then like go back to living their lives. You
Lamar
know?
Odom.
Right. Yeah. Like you have a second chance at life, bro.
Yeah.
Use it.
If he hadn't gotten to the hospital fast enough, he would have died.
Jeez.
At least 9 other teenage vapors in Wisconsin were hospitalized last week. U.S. regulators are demanding Juul to disclose the chemicals in its pods.
Demanding. Agreed.
Yeah. Also, can't they make organic pods like that have no chemicals and no nicotine?
People really like to Juul just for the activity of juuling. Like they don't need like teenagers don't realize that there's nicotine in it. They don't want the nicotine. Can't they make nicotine-free Juuls?
Yeah, because they make 5% nicotine and they make 3% nicotine. So
Can we just
obviously
get
you can
0%?
Can't they just make it like water?
Yeah.
It's like just an oral fixation.
Right, like, and that's what and they like the kids like to blow O's and like be cool with smoke in their mouth. So like if we just want to let these asshats do that, like make it just like powder. I don't know.
By the way, we are the asshats as well.
No, I know. I'm rethinking the Juul.
Well, there's also been, I haven't tried them, CBD Juul pods.
Someone gave me one once and it was like not in a package and it was like so shady looking. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
do it.
I actually want to get it though.
But I've yet to see like a legitimate one.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I see one, it's like in some back alley.
Yeah, it's in the back of someone's desk, you know?
I'm like, yeah, sure. This is definitely better.
Very sad.
Oh, the Juul company wants to add nicotine because then it's addictive and people will keep doing it. But
but there's something about the oral and like just like the fixation. People just like to have their Juul in their hand because it's like a safe thing for them and like just to like puff whatever. So like I would be interested to see if they made a product, not all their products, one product that was nicotine free.
Yeah.
I think parents could sleep better at night.
yeah. And I think Juul is doing well as a company, very profitable. They're like worth billions of dollars. Philip Morris has bought stake in them. So like I think they can shelf their greed for a second.
Me too.
To
For the greater
put out
good.
some just like healthy pods.
I think the problem is that no matter what it is, you're inhaling it. So it's still like an inhalation.
But
No, but you smoke
chemicals
pot and there's lots of like medicinal positive qualities and the inhalation is not a problem
and lungs aren't collapsing.
from smoking
The,
pot.
the chemicals are what's
such an
collapsing the
interesting
lungs.
point.
Yeah.
So if they take out the chemicals, maybe like some aloe vera pods,
Yeah, or like some
know.
Something that actually
eucalyptus.
soothes
Yeah.
the lungs.
Yeah.
Eucalyptus pods.
some bergamot pods.
Oh, Vicks Vapor Rub pods.
Love
for when
it.
you're sick. That's a good
That's
idea.
a great idea.
Oh
You
man,
should
I
talk
shouldn't
to
have said it
Vicks.
out loud.
You should talk. Well, no, it would be Vicks and Juul, and you should just like
A
be their
collab.
consultant.
That's such a good idea.
Such a good idea. Okay, well, we felt as though it was our responsibility to warn you of the side effects. Of
And
juuling.
next up, we're gonna. It's 11. Make a wish. I wish
wish
that
for-
nobody's lungs would collapse anymore.
And I wish for some different, healthier Juul pod alternatives.
Agreed.
And that the Juul honchos will, see that this is what we need and not be greedy.
Okay, let's talk about Southern Charm because I
Okay.
caught up on a bunch of episodes. I've really turned a corner on Eliza Thornberry because I just love the culture and history she's bringing to the show. Like her family's so impressive. And when they did the fox hunt without killing any foxes, I stand.
When they were doing the fox hunt, I felt like I was watching a period piece. It was, and I thought it was just so impressive. And I think they brought her onto the show because of the loss of Thomas Ravenel and his bridge. So they brought in a new bridge because Southern Charm is cool and it's, they're all Southern, but like that historic element is what makes the show
Interesting.
interesting and full of gravitas.
Agreed.
So like we need a fox hunt every season.
And that was really like
And a polo match.
sick to see. I loved how they took the scent of the fox, rubbed it on the tree so they didn't have to kill any fox. All those dogs running out of the thing, like I could have died. I just know that they take care of their animals,
Yeah.
It was really just like so fun to watch. I wish Naomi and Chelsea had stayed on the horses because I thought that would be so funny.
Yeah, considering it wasn't a real hunt, they could have done it.
But all the people like following around on the trolley, like drinking beer, like that looked so much fun.
So much fun. Fucking Craig and and his babushka.
Okay, I have really turned a corner on Craig. Like, I love him.
I love Craig. He always finds himself like in the weeds on these fights, but when you watch it in hindsight, he's not wrong. And I think everything he said last night as it related to Madison and Austin was completely fair. Like, I will still be your friend if you want to date her. If she fucks you over again, like, I'm done supporting your relationship.
Yeah, I just really like Austin and Madison, and I don't know why they can't get it together.
I love them.
I hope that this last time does work out, because when we saw them, I think they were together. So.
Yeah, but they were also being dodgy about it, but maybe that's just because it's a spoiler.
Show. Yeah. But I want to talk about the chlamydia of it all. Was that the disease?
Yes.
Because it was the bombshell from last week that poured into this week. And I do actually think Madison feels really bad about it. Like, Shep was being so fucking annoying that she just wanted to hurt him. Like, she just wanted to say something, and she ended up hurting Danny, which was not cool, because Danny has been, like, a decent friend to her. But the way that both Shep and Danny reacted, like, makes me think it's true.
Oh, I don't think anyone's questioning the validity of the claim because...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't expect Danny to admit it, and I don't think she's a liar for not...
But did we know previously that Shep and Danny had ever hooked up?
Yeah, they were exes when season 1 started. Like, Danny was always Shep's ex. But this makes me think that they've hooked up in recent years, which wouldn't be that crazy. They're both, they've been single, so...
Living in Charleston.
Or maybe he gave her chlamydia 10 years ago when they dated. I don't know. And I don't think anyone's like, oh, she's spreading lies. Like, that's not the problem here. People are like, how could Austin tell Madison Shep's secret? And so it's not about whether it's true. And I don't even want to talk about if it's true because it's so, like, invasive.
And it also doesn't really matter. But it's like, okay, how could Austin tell Madison that? But, like, how could Madison... It's like you tell your significant other, like, everything. So that doesn't shock me as much as her actually saying it.
Yeah, and it's like her saying it, embarrassing Danny, and it's throwing her man under the bus. Right. A big, fat, moving bus.
And Austin, like, I love him. Like, I just want the best for him. And, like, when him and Shep are fighting, like, I know it really hurts him, and that makes me really sad.
Yeah, and I love that, like, he really wants to be in a relationship, and it's a nice change of pace from the other guys on the show.
Agreed.
Who are, like, Peter Pan syndrome, like, just want to go to bars every night, and that's what's cool, makes the show fun, but it's nice to have a different flavor.
When Whitney, okay, so I also just caught up on this snow trip.
Take your time.
When Whitney left with Cameron, because, like, the night before things got, like, dodgy, like, he is such a weenie. Like, I hate him so much.
Yeah.
Every now and then he's on the right side of history, like when he was yelling at Ashley at the Eliza Thornberry's house. He's just the worst.
The worst. I don't know what's wrong with him, and all I think about is the fact that he is a producer on this show, and this is the best he can paint himself.
And at first I was like, why is Catherine sitting at this dinner table, like, reading an article from 2010? But it actually makes so much sense. She's, like, here watching all these people get high, like, as if it's nothing, because it's not a big deal to smoke weed, but she was called a violent sociopath back in 2015 because she smoked weed.
Right. Like, she smoked weed one time, and this is what happened to her. We're smoking weed
excessively
at this dinner table, eating weed, consuming it, like, shoving it up our ass, and it's a good time.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
And we're trying to peer pressure Cameron to do it too.
Yeah, and so you're a cool kid. I totally understood why she was going back down memory lane.
And you know what? It's like everyone in this group, except for a few people, like, really destroyed Catherine's life, and then they realized they were wrong, and, like, they said they were sorry, and just, like, totally moved on. And it's like, she hasn't moved on, and they think she's being annoying for, like staying in the past, but, like, they literally came so close to ruining her life, and, like, really were so influential in, like, the worst part of her life. And I don't know why we're just supposed to, like, forgive Cameron. Like, I remember.
I know, Cameron is, I get really stuck on. But then I think the worst person, aside from Thomas and all of this, for her was Whitney.
Agreed.
But they were, like, hooking up this summer.
Right.
So if she can forgive him and get in bed with him, then Cameron was just, being a cheerleader on the sidelines. And Whitney was in the fucking game.
You know what was also really highlighted for me these few episodes is how much of a real style Catherine brings to the show. Like, all the girls just literally wear the same, like, jeans and boots, and she brings a look to every event. And while it doesn't always hit, like, them making fun of her, not cool.
No, it doesn't always land, but when it does, it's amazing. She looked amazing at the Fox Hunt.
Formation.
She looked amazing. Yeah. She nailed it. And I agree, like, she brings that Erica Jane Dorit, like, we're taking chances.
No, but it's like all the other housewives of Beverly Hills, like, have their own style. And, like, I would buy pieces off them. Like, none of the girls really ever dress up. It just might be, like, a culture thing, like in Charleston, like, it's like a low-key town. It's
I think that it is.
But she just, like, really, with the hair, the makeup, and the outfits.
Honestly, it reminds me of Colgate. And, like, I and Catherine.
Yes.
I relate. I just have always loved her. I think we have a lot in common.
I think so, too.
What was I about to say about style?
And her skinny outfit, the red thing.
Real Housewives of Orange County needs one person with style.
I couldn't agree more. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be Bronwyn.
Oh, yeah, and her ski outfit, Agreed.
And like they were just like laughing at her when she came in. Like, I just don't like that. I don't like when people make fun of other people for taking risks on their style.
I didn't think that the core cast members were being mean.
I think they left a little when she came in, and then they were like pointing her out on the slope so they could see her from so far away.
Oh, when she came in from skiing, I thought they were like, "Oh my God, you look amazing."
I don't know.
It was only Ashley being a fucking asshole. I cannot stand her.
Evil bitch who makes absolutely no sense. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, you can be sorry about something, but you could still be the devil. And I need to submit.
I don't even
Ashley
think she's
Jacobs
sorry.
is still the devil, and all these cameos that are coming out of her, like, people are now paying her for cameos, and she's giving literally 3-minute tangents about Southern Charm shit. She said she accused someone of being gay. Not accusing
Really?
like it's a bad thing, but like she just like stating facts that she knows like someone from the cast goes to LA and has a boyfriend or something.
I wonder who.
I'm not gonna say it because I'm not about outing people.
Yeah, okay. I don't even think she's sorry. Like, her saying that her family wouldn't talk to her, like, thank you, Jacob's family.
Yes, thank you, Bobby Jacobs.
But other than that, like, I just think she's trying to get back on TV, and every time her apology, like, doesn't go her way, she, like, goes back to old Ashley.
You can see her, like,
The
fucking
wheels
getting
turning.
angry. Yeah, her face turns red. And it's that conversation was so weird, and I'm really glad Catherine didn't like blow up and make it a thing. Like, this girl needs to get off the show, and she needs to get off now.
No, like, honestly, we don't deserve Catherine, and I think anyone who's been through what Catherine has been through would just like fucking hate all these people, like burn it all down in her
But she
path.
needs the show. Like, it's her job. It's her income. It puts food up for the. I think if she had it her way, she would not be on the show. Like, she's mentally checked out.
Yeah, but I think it's also good that they brought in new cast members like Chelsea and Naomi who weren't around in the early days, who maybe would have sided against her, but now like she has no beef with them. Like,
yeah,
they
good
never
friends.
tried to take her down. Also, Craig has always been on her side.
Craig is a fucking pee-jam.
I love Craig.
Me too. And I don't like how people make fun of him for his sewing. Like, let him do what he wants. He's a nice boy.
Yeah. And you know what? He has a job. Like, people act like he has no job and he just makes these pillows. Like,
The show is
Southern
his job.
Charm is a job. He does a lot of work because of it. Like, I'm not worried about him. I think he's in a relationship right now. And I hope
I don't think so.
I think he is. He
don't
said he
think so.
was. Why don't you think so?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. Well, I hope he finds like true love.
I just really love
and
him.
I always will have a special place in my heart for him and Naomi because I love them both. But I can understand that they weren't meant to be.
And they're not a fit. Like, now that they're out of the relationship, you could see how different they were, and like they're just not the right fit for each other.
Yeah, they like grew apart, you
Yeah.
know? And that's
But he
fine.
brought her on the show, so I'm great.
Next week looks insane.
What happens?
Shep brings the 2 girls from the threesome.
Oh my God, that really made me annoyed. Like,
I'm having TMS with Shep.
Yes.
I love him as a person, but what is you doing?
Oh man, I need to ask him, like, why did you do that? Maybe like the producers made him.
I hope. And also, Craig is the double date. It's, right? It's Shep and Craig.
I hope Austin
No,
and
but I
Madison literally just get in the car and leave.
I think they might, but I thought Craig was the one who said, you guys are assholes. Shep has a partner in crime with him because he brought 2 girls.
Oh,
Is it Whitney?
maybe it's a girl? No. I don't know. That's a good question that we'll have to find out. How
Yeah.
did they even find those girls? And they're so trashy looking.
I
like,
can't.
In Patricia's house, like, how dare they?
And it's like, Madison is a mother. Like, don't bring this to her.
I agree. I love Madison. She's so petite and small and so cute.
Yeah. She's been great. Like, she's a really mature woman. I love the way that she carries herself.
Also, I understand that Craig and Shep don't approve of the relationship, but the basis of their disapproval is so flawed. Like, they don't like that she cheated on him in revenge for him cheating on her.
It's so
Like,
flawed.
they think what she did is worse.
It's not good, but it's not worse.
It's not worse. It's much better. She had a reason, and it was only one person.
Yeah. No, and I say this every time we recap the show. It feels like something happened that they're not telling us because there's no reason for them to dislike Madison as much as they do.
But they even said that when Cameron and Shep had lunch. They were like, she must have something on him. They said that too.
No, but there's no reason for Shep and Craig, or Shep really,
to hate her so much.
Especially when we saw them getting along on the ski trip, and they actually like
She's a cool girl. She took the gummy. Like
she can hang.
She snowboarded
It's
before
not like
everyone
she has
else.
a stick up her ass and is like making Austin not fun.
Yeah.
But no, he can't go to the bars every night because he has a woman. Yeah, I guess that's technically not fun for them.
Totally. But it really turned out to be quite a good season of, is it the season finale of Patricia's?
I didn't hear them say season
But it
finale.
gave me season finale vibes.
And they filmed their reunion last week, but I think it's too quick of a turnaround.
Yeah, okay, maybe there's a few more episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashley comes in next week and starts screaming at Patricia.
She's nuts.
She is nuts. But other than that, great season. Jolly
And
good
I
show.
agree. I've turned on Eliza Thornton-Mary.
Me too, she's cute.
And I
I like
her.
watching her work at the hotel.
I like what she brings to the show.
Except what she brings to the show is Ashley.
But one, like, that keeps the show going because right now everyone's getting along and this Madison storyline cannot hold up the whole season. And two, like, I really think she's struggling with being a forgiving person. Like when she started reading the Bible on her phone, I was like, okay, do what you gotta do.
Peter was forgiven 7 times.
So we have to go through this 7 times.
Damn. Okay, well, that's all she wrote. Oh, tomorrow's episode is going to be podcast only because our studio is closed.
But it'll be up by 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Maybe even earlier. It's been a wonderful week hanging out with you guys. Nice to be back in the swing of things, and that's all she wrote. Have an amazing day. Thank you for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show, where we go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So feel free to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're watching. But if you're listening as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Public Radio, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, feel free to subscribe there too. Subscribe there too. Give us 5 stars. Tell us how beautiful we are. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
See ya. Bye.